Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I noticed my good friend Dave Phillips choke up a little bit when he was talking about this surrender of weapons being violated, and you have seen me on this stage or other stages doing the same thing, and that comes out of passion, that comes out of love for our fellow people of Ashraf. I started to say warriors, they don't have weapons anymore, but they are the finest soldiers for democracy in the world, and they are covering the front line for democracy today. Today the situation may not appear as serious at Camp Ashraf as a month ago. The truth, the situation is getting more desperate. Maliki did not provide extension for the deadline because he is a good person. He is far from that. If Maliki really wanted to do the best thing for Iraq, he needs to go back to Damascus. The extension came from pressure from the United Nations, the European Union, European and Canadian parliaments, and the United States Congress. The extension also came from attention by international media's reporting and making awareness to the rest of the world about what's going on in Ashraf. Now, who's the real heroes in this? We have two groups. One are the residents of Ashraf. Those 2009, 2011 attacks, not one person broke ranks and left. They have stayed, like I said, they are on the front line of democracy in the Middle East. The second group is you yourself. I have always noticed whenever we've had these presentations, the supporters have come out in the thousands. As I said, Maliki is no good friend. These rocket launcher attacks, the same exact tactics was used at Tahrir Square last year when the demonstrations were being broken up. The Iraqi security forces pulled back and allowed adversaries to come in and attack the demonstrators. And it's ironic, it's not ironic, it was intentional, that on the very night that the accord was signed, the MOU was signed, he began the first of 3 rocket attacks. The Iraqis weren't asleep on duty. They intentionally cleared the area. And I've seen them do that, and the folks at Ashraf saw them do that northeast of Baghdad when the Iraqi police cleared out an area, so when one of my convoys came through, it got ambushed, supported by the Iraqi police, executed by Muqtada Sadr's Mahdi army, yet State Department has not declared Muqtada Sadr and his Mahdi army a terrorist and a terrorist organization. Hypocrisy has no end at the State Department. And we've also seen Maliki determined that he's going to go ahead and consolidate his power. A friend of Camp Ashraf, Tariq Hashimi, has been accused of running terrorist operations. He was as concerned about the Shia as he was the Sunni, and yet Maliki has the audacity to say Tariq was running hit teams. He was doing far from that. What's the way ahead? First, it's been hit hard. Let's get them off the list. They never should have been there in the first place. It was wrong. Second, let's move them out of Iraq. Bring them to the United States. We have the facilities in the United States to house them. Let the United Nations come to the United States to do the processing in a safe and secure environment for the United Nations and for the residents of Ashraf. The United States needs to be part of the solution, not part of the problem.